Welcome. Today, we're moving beyond the standard advice and taking a deep dive into the architectural principles of building a financial foundation. Whether you're a novice investor making your first trades, an active trader managing volatility, or a long-term builder on the path to financial independence, the concepts we'll cover are the non-negotiable bedrock. We're not just talking about saving money. We're talking about designing a robust system for capital allocation, risk management, and automated execution. This isn't the personal finance 101 you've heard before. This is the engineering blueprint for building lasting wealth, starting from your very first paycheck. Let's begin by reframing the most fundamental tool, the budget. Let's dispense with the idea that a budget is a restrictive diet for your money. For a sophisticated investor, a budget is a personal capital allocation strategy. It's your first and most critical active decision. You're not just tracking expenses, you are directing future cash flow towards specific goals. Consider the primary models. The 50-30-20 rule is a passive indexing strategy for your income, simple and effective. In contrast, zero-based budgeting is an active management approach. Every dollar is intentionally assigned a job, forcing you to justify every expenditure, much like a CFO defending a corporate budget. This maximizes efficiency and can dramatically accelerate your savings rate. For new earners balancing student debt, rent, and a desire for a social life, the critical insight is this: your budgeting model directly dictates the velocity of your wealth creation. It determines the amount of capital available for your investment portfolio, effectively setting the initial power of your compounding engine. The choice of strategy is less about right and wrong and more about aligning your allocation method with your long-term financial thesis. The term emergency fund is a misnomer. It sounds reactive. We need to reframe this as a strategic liquidity reserve. This isn't just for car repairs. It's the ultimate risk management tool that protects your primary investment portfolio. For an active trader, this reserve is what prevents a margin call in a personal crisis. For the long-term FIRE investor, it's the firewall that stops you from selling equities during a market crash, which is the single most destructive action you can take. The goal is to insulate your long-term assets from short-term life shocks. So, how do you size it? The standard 3 to 6 months of income is a blunt instrument. A more precise metric is 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses, your survival number. This capital should not be idle. Its primary role is liquidity and capital preservation, so it must be held in a high-yield savings account. It's not meant to generate significant returns, but to provide stability and optionality, allowing your invested assets to remain untouched and continue compounding, shielded from volatility. If budgeting is your strategy and the emergency fund is your defense, then automation is your execution engine. The single greatest threat to any financial plan isn't a market crash, it's behavioral error. Emotion, inconsistency, and decision fatigue are the enemies of long-term returns. Automation systematically removes them from the equation. This is about engineering discipline directly into your cash flow. You can split your direct deposit so a percentage of your paycheck never even hits your checking account, flowing directly to your 401k, IRA, or brokerage. You set up recurring automatic transfers from your checking to your high-yield savings. This isn't just paying yourself first, it's a pre-commitment device. For investors of all types, this process mechanizes dollar-cost averaging, or DCA. By investing a fixed amount on a regular schedule, you are algorithmically buying more shares when prices are low and fewer when they are high. You are building a robust, all-weather portfolio without ever having to time the market. So, let's synthesize. We've established 3 pillars. 1. Budgeting is your capital allocation strategy, the active plan for directing your resources. 2. The emergency fund is your risk management system, protecting your core investments from life's volatility. And 3. Automation is your execution engine, ensuring your strategy is implemented with relentless consistency. These are not beginner topics. They are the universal, foundational code upon which all successful financial outcomes, from a profitable short-term trade to a comfortable retirement, are built. Your tangible takeaway is this. Before you analyze another chart or research another ETF, go into your bank or payroll portal and set up one automated recurring transfer. Start the engine, architect your foundation, and you will have the platform to build anything.